Hi folks, I'm Doug at Dizzy Lizzie's. This Honda HRB 476C is coming with a broken drive cable. So, let's change it. Okay, first things to do, let's release the cable on the outside of here. So that will be a 10mm spanner to release the cable up here. And that's the cable loose. No need to disconnect it from the handle because the lug that sits on the end of it is what snapped off. It hasn't actually broken anywhere down here. Next thing, all the zip ties. So let's cut them off. So now the cable's free to slide in and out when I take off the side. Take it off. Now there's a little bolt to remove, so I'll show you where that is. Now by the back rear wheel there's a little 10mm bolt in there, and that needs to be removed because that holds in the plastic. Now when you've got a roller system, there's normally a big plastic cover over here. You have to take that off, do a few other bits and pieces, but because this is a wheeled mower, I can get straight on there with a 10mm, make sure it's turning the right way, and okay, and that looks like it's going to be fun to remove. I'll do that when it's on its back. Now this bolt's important to remove because it removes or holds in the huge piece of plastic that's here. Now I might be able to get a screwdriver behind it, but if not, use a scraper and then undo it to help lever it out, and then you might get enough space for a screwdriver to go behind it. It's important this bolt comes out. Yep, give it a tap. So I'm going to have to sit down for this. Probably change my glasses. Right, where was I? That was it. Screwdriver behind it. That's the hard bit, trying to keep it in there. What it is, there's a captivated bolt at the back, and if I can't get that out, I'm going to have some fun and games doing this job. Well, this isn't going so well because not only is that bolt seized up, this bolt here, which goes through and there's a captivated nut at the back, that's seized up as well. So I know the nut's up top of there, but I can't get that out. So what I'm going to do is I've undone the two bolts here which hold the engine on. Don't worry, you've still got two more up there that hold in place, and I'm going to pull this back after I've sucked all that muck out, because I should be able to get my hand down there to feed the cable in, because I can also see the gearbox there. So I've got to clear all this muck out first. So let's fire up the hoover. Okay, all the muck's been hoovered out. Now, don't bend it too far, but hopefully I should be able to get my hand in here, grab hold of the cable, if I can find it. I've got it here. Pull it out of the gearbox. Luckily enough it's not seized in there. And then all I've got to do is just, now that's done like that, go looking through here to unhook it from the lever down here, and lucky enough it's a spring, so I can just hopefully move it around to get it off of here. Can I get my hand in there? That's it. That's it disconnected. So that's it pulled out. Now the fun and games of putting the new one back in. Throw that in the recycle bin. Now I've got the two cables compared to each other. This one has got the part number 54510, and this one has 54510. It's a VEO M120, and this one's a VA9T H10, and the only difference I can see is the size of the springs at the end. So hopefully this here spring should fit through the hole. Alright, now for the fun and games. Right, so the first thing to do is put this through the plastic bodywork. Feed enough of it so you can grab hold of the end. Then, now there's a tension spring on here for the gearbox. Run this cable this side of it so it doesn't interfere. And this is why you're going to make sure the way it's run is okay, because I've done it before. I've put a cable in and then found that the way I've run it, it's rubbing up against something which isn't helpful. Right, so with the help of some needle pliers, that goes through there. Now I can run that down there. There's that spring too big. Where is it? I'm going to pull on this end here to pull the outer cable down so I can slot it into the top, and once it's into the location at the top of the gearbox, that's in there, I can now try and pull on here and see if it's interfering. That's it, move it this side of the pulley, and yeah, that's working. So let's put all this lot back together again and then attach this end. Right, the blade's back on, copper slip the two bolts, the two engine bolts and casing that hold the plastic on, they've been bolted back on. If you ever attach these and when they come out, copper slip them so they don't seize up. So let's put it on its four wheels and attach the drive cable to the handlebars. So okay, the cable's sticking out of here now, so I run it along with the rest of the cables, connect it up to the handlebars, like that, and then take the end cap off, because that way it makes it a bit easier for the nuts to roll along. We're going to get to the end of it a bit because probably the gearbox is a bit worn. Just give it a few more notches. Make sure that's tight but not tight. Yeah. And then just nip this up. Don't over tighten it. And quite often you need another 10mm spanner the other side, because otherwise it will just rotate. fingers. Sometimes there's not enough space to put 2 spanners in there, so sometimes you have to undo one of these. Luckily enough, there's a little bit enough space to get in there. That's it. Right, so let's take it out and see how she drives. Well, I haven't got much space, so I have to do it this way. Engage the choke. So, next thing to do, let's zip tie up these cables. Now, zip tying, you may go, well, it's a fairly easy job to do. Yeah, I know, I admit it is. Yeah, just put a zip tie around it, poke it through, tighten it down, push that through a bit in there so you get the slack gone. Put the cables over the top of there, zip tie around. Ping it across the workshop. Luckily, always carry a spare. Ouch. So I don't know if you heard that, that was my knee clicking. I'll tidy that up in a second. And then round the bottom of these cables here, just hold them together. So it keeps them nice and neat. Now, it doesn't seem very complicated. No, it isn't. But what I suggest is, though, you get a set of these, and they're side cutters. Can you see that there? They cut totally flat. So when you cut these off, there's nothing sticking out there to catch yourselves on. Now I'll just drop these plastic bits in the recycling bin and the job's done. So there you are, folks. If you've got a Honda HRB 47C and the drive cable goes on it, that's one way of changing it. To be honest with you, taking the plastic out of it is a lot easier, but to be honest with you, that was fairly easy to do. I thought it was going to be a hell of a lot more complex, because when I've done it on the rear roller ones, things get in the way. But anyway, if you found that helpful, please hit the like button, and if you found it really helpful, please hit the subscribe. It's totally free and much appreciated. Take care, folks, and until next video, see you then. Bye.